getting 1% better every day. Just wanted to quickly talk about being committed to just 1% growth every day. What does that look like? Just small, granular improvements every single day, showing up every single day to ultimately, exponentially grow over the long run. I'll give you some examples of some things that I'm honestly struggling with, trying to get better at every day. So I just joined a CrossFit gym about, 6 weeks ago, something like that. And I switched from just weightlifting because honestly, I just wasn't really going very much. I wasn't being that consistent and I really wasn't pushing myself like I knew I could. I just didn't have the mental strength and discipline to, push out, really hitting the limits of what my body can handle and thus, growing with my physical fitness, right? So I decided to make the switch to CrossFit. It's a class environment, people are pushing on you all the time. And I say all that to say that from going, when I go there, man, I go all out, you're forced almost to really give it, 100% effort, right? You're really pushing and growing, but the struggle then is actually getting and going, right? And so, for the past 6 weeks, honestly, I've probably only gone twice a week, which is great. Before I wasn't even really going to the gym much or with any level of consistency, maybe a few times a month, right? But this week I went 3 times, I woke up in the morning and I went 3 times to the gym, which is a big improvement, guys. I mean, honestly, for me, I've struggled for the last 4, 5, 6 years just getting up out of bed early in the morning at 5:45 to go to the gym before I start work. That's been a massive struggle. And, it's not that hard to go, after work. But the problem is that I work a lot and a lot of times appointments or sales appointments or things will come up in the evening to where, they'll get in the way of my fitness, right? And so, having the discipline to do that has been an iterative process that I'm constantly working on all the time. And I don't think that, Dan 4 years ago in 2020 had the capacity to pull this off. Dan today, he's going to the gym pretty consistently. He's working 10, 12-hour days, right? Dan 2 years ago or 4 years ago, didn't have that ability, okay? Didn't have the discipline, the motivation, the drive, just the growth that I have now to be able to, operate at such a higher level of effort and just a higher level of function. And that just comes from consistently putting in the effort. I don't have it figured out by any means. Every single day is a new challenge. I want to quit about once a week, because something comes up and just I have no idea how to handle it. But I think just showing up every day and, really giving yourself the framework to make yourself be disciplined in the sense hey, I have to hit this many workouts in a week. I have to get up, I have to go to bed at 10 so I can get up at 5:45 in the morning, right? Putting those guide rails and just working on it, grinding, implementing, slowly building yourself up, day over day, week over week, month over month, guys. The results are not linear. They're exponential, with money or business or weightlifting or whatever it is, guys. When you start, you're not really going to see much in the first, weeks, months, right? But it's after, 6 months, a year, guys, you really start seeing results. Even with business, it took me, 6 years to become from when I first started working full time to now to become, a millionaire, net worth millionaire, right? And I don't say that to brag, but just to say that it's definitely possible, but all the while it takes a lot of freaking work and you have to be very consistent with it. But it might have taken me 6 years to make the first million, but it's probably going to take me, 2 years to make the second million, right? And that's because Dan now works a lot harder. He's a lot smarter. He has more money. He has a team, and I'm going to be able to do it a lot quicker and a lot more effectively going forward. And then the next one after that will be even easier and even easier and even easier, right? And going to the gym, same thing. I hit 3 workouts this week. Maybe next week I'll get 4 workouts, right? And then I can keep that up, and soon hopefully I'll be jacked. So that's the goal, right? But just 1% every day, guys, just showing up, trusting the process, giving it all. It's going to get you to where you need to go. It might take a year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, guys. If you do it enough, I can almost guarantee that you're going to hit your goals.